Our current emphasis is on the covenants. We're dealing with the covenants, understanding the covenants. Today we'll be talking about the two covenants and using the allegory of Hagar and Sarah. We'll explain that as we go on. Now, I mentioned to you that what we believe here is a covenantal theology rather than a dispensational theology. By that I mean we believe that history is the unfolding of God's covenant relationship with man. For example, God dealt with Noah, okay, and told Noah he was going to send a flood, and of course Noah had to build an ark, and the ark was built, the flood came. After the flood, God made a covenant with Noah. He says, I'm not going to judge the earth by a flood again. Okay, I'm going to bless you. Noah went for a grand covenant. Now, Noah was described as a righteous man. Let me tell you, righteousness in those days was defined as your obedience to the covenant. As you know, Noah did some crazy stuff. Noah planted vineyards, Noah slept with his daughter or daughters, so that there was some questionable stuff. But the point here is that God blessed him in spite of. That's the covenant. Look at Abraham. Abraham was called of God. He received a covenant as well. I will bless them that bless you. Curse them that curse you. But then you find Abraham going into Egypt. Remember that? And Pharaoh now takes a liking to the wife of Abraham, Sarah, or Sarai as she was known then, and he tries to bring her into his harem. And then God comes down, and Brother Abraham, to defend himself, says, she's not my wife, she's my sister. Remember that story? And all of us wonder how we could do that and get away with it. Because of the covenant. Because God comes, and rather than punishing Abraham, he punishes Pharaoh and his household. So God backs up his man because he was in covenant with him. Are you following me? Now history moves along, and we come to Sinai. At Sinai, God says, Israel, I want to do something else. Okay? Now all of us have got to understand what is God's relationship with us today. At Sinai, God says, I want to make a covenant with you. I want to be your God. I want to be a friend. I want my laws to be written in your heart. Come and be a nation of priests unto me. They said, no, we don't want that. God, you talk to Moses, and Moses will talk to us. Give us, let Moses represent us. Give us a kind of a kinship covenant. And as a result of that, God could not. That was the old covenant. That was really the old covenant. When we talk about the old covenant, we're not talking about Moses, rather, we're not talking about Abraham, we're not talking about Noah, we're talking about Moses. You understand? And in that covenant, God says to Moses, all right, if this is what they want, I will deal with them according to the laws of the Ten Commandments. If you obey, I'll bless them. If they disobey, they get cursed. For example, when Israel went into war against Canaan, remember the Canaanites and the Perizzites and all the Amorites and so on? God fought for Israel. The question is, did God hate Canaanites? No, he did not. No, he did not. But because God was backing up Israel, he fought for them. Are you understanding me? However, when Israel sinned, when they worshiped the gods of other nations, the same God who blessed them now turns around and he has to curse them. You understand what I'm saying? So you find Deuteronomy, a book of blessing and cursing. In fact, there was more cursing than blessing. Now some people still live in that realm, where they say, if you obey God, He's going to bless us, and if you disobey, He's going to curse us. Now hear me well. If you obey, you are going to be blessed. If you disobey, there are going to be consequences. A lot of those consequences not God. A lot of those consequences because of our own actions. People today are finding themselves in curses, so to speak, not because of God, but because of their human error. Are you following me? If you get up in the night, you stick your head in the refrigerator and say, in the name of Jesus, I will be blessed. At 12 in the night, and you get a call, that is not the devil, it is not God, it's you. Understand what I'm saying? You can say, this is the devil attacking me, and this is, no, you can say how much devil you want. That's your action. So the world we're living in, a lot of it is determined by human action. When you come to the new covenant, in the new covenant, Jesus says, I make a new covenant with you. I write my, and this is Jeremiah, where God says, Jeremiah 31, where God says, I write my laws in your heart. God brings us to a place of partnership. Are you following me? Now today, I want to talk about new covenant again, take it to another level, help us to understand our relationship with God. We're going to use Hagar and Sarah as an allegory, but let me go first of all to Jeremiah 31. Behold, the days come, said the Lord. I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel, with the house of Judah. I make a new covenant. In other words, I want a new arrangement. I'm not satisfied with you running from me. I'm not satisfied with you being afraid of me. I want a new arrangement. Okay? Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of Egypt. Those words are significant. When Israel came out of Egypt, God took them by the hand. Now, let me say that this is still some people's experience with God. God has to take them by the hand. God has to lead them. And because we don't know how to follow, we don't know how to be led from within. Someone has to lead us on the outside. For example, Israel, when they came to the Red Sea, remember, one of the reasons they crossed the Red Sea is because Pharaoh was behind them. That's why they didn't cross the Red Sea because necessarily they love God and they obey God. They crossed the Red Sea because Pharaoh was behind them, and Pharaoh behind them, got to run. And I lost my slipper, and I lost my gold chain, and I lost the deed for the house. Oh, Jesus. There was a scampering across. Now, some of us still have that kind of relationship with God, when the only time we will be in church is when the devil behind. Unfortunately, I'm praying today. Why are you praying? Well, things going bad. You know what I'm saying here? That is still an old covenant mentality. I'm fasting. Why are you fasting? The devil behind me. No. There's nothing wrong with prayer or fasting, but we must not be motivated by who is behind us. We've got to be motivated by what's inside of us. Are you understanding me here? You don't want your children obeying you simply because you have a stick in your hand. 1, 2, 3. All right. In other words, you want people doing stuff because they are motivated from their hearts. That is the essence of the new covenant. So we want to move behind God just taking us by the hand. Which my covenant did bring, God says, all thou was a husband unto them. But this covenant, this shall be the covenant I will make with the house of Israel after those days, says the Lord. I'll put my laws in their inward parts. Isn't that wonderful? It's like the birds. The birds learn to fly. The birds are like flying in a V-shaped direction, and when they do that, they conserve energy. Now tell me, which flight school did the birds go to? None. But there's a law in their inward parts. Did you teach your dog to bark? Come on, Bruno, say woof, 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 woof. Bruno knows how to bark from day one. Are you following me? He has no certificate that says you're a barking dog. The cat knows how to purr. Are you following me here? I make the point that I have a coconut tree in the back of my yard. Just kept bearing coconuts all the time. And the coconut tree never professed to be a Christian anyway. Never said this in his prayer. Yes, but the tree just operated out of what was written inside of it. Christians are the only people who do not know who they are and how they're supposed to behave. Because we're not living on inside. We're still living for laws on the outside. We've got to go beyond somebody telling us that if you don't do this, this is going to happen to you. So you go to churches where preachers say, if you leave my church, you will die. If you leave my church, judgment will come upon you. That is legalism. That is not a pastor, that's a witch. Understand what I'm saying? And my advice to you is to leave quickly. Anyway, let's go on here. I'll write my laws in your inward parts and write them on your hearts. I will be their God and they will be my people. That's a whole different arrangement. And they will teach no more every man his neighbor, saying, no, the Lord, you know the Lord. I won't have to run my hands, you know the Lord today. You pray today. You do the right thing today. You love the Lord. Are you following me here? You will all know me. Say all know me. From the least to the greatest is a whole different arrangement. Amen. I don't have to pray like you. You don't necessarily have to pray like me, but we can go touch God. For I will forgive their iniquity and their sin I will remember no more. And I don't want to belabor the point of sin, but that's one of the things that has kept people away from God. Sometimes the perception of sin. Hello? Religion is good on that. Religion is good on that. Okay? Right now we feel that Trinidad is afflicted with Father. We feel there's crime in the society because of sin. Listen to me. There's always been sin. Understand? You have to understand Jesus has taken away sin. What is happening now because of the activities of men? Hello? Are you understanding me here? Oh, Jesus. Listen. I have a chart here that I brought up to show the difference between the Old Covenant and the New Covenant. You find the one to Hagar and Sarah. In the Old Covenant, the priesthood was external. The sacrifice was external. In other words, if you want to find a priest, if you want to offer a sacrifice, you have to meet a priest and he will outside of you. In the New Covenant, you are the priest. You are the temple of God. And the sacrifice has already been slain. Now this is a powerful thing. Are you following me here? You see, what this point says is that you don't need necessarily a priest outside of you to intercede for you. Now, does it mean that we now we can abandon church and not the church? We don't need a priest. You have to understand the purpose for everything. Church is a community. Amen. And in the community, you will find people who can impart to you the spiritual gift that you don't have. Amen. But the gift that I have is just to empower the gift you have. Amen. Not to make you a clone, but to make you a living stone. Are you following me here? I'm moving from a place of doctrine. I'm moving from a place where I operate out of a nature. And somebody says, what is the doctrine of the church? What is the doctrine of the church? The doctrine of the church is Christ. Can you understand that? The doctrine of the church, now there's nothing wrong with making a doctrinal statement. But what's your doctrine? My doctrine is Jesus. Hello? And your understanding of Jesus will determine your doctrine. My doctrine is a nature. As a matter of fact, you will find that beliefs change as you understand the nature of God more. Hello? Our problem is not what is written, it's what is written in your heart. Are you folks following me here? You see, in the Old Covenant, religion is external. People like to be controlled on the outside. People generally like to be told what to do. And I will talk about that in a while. People are led, in the New Covenant, people are led of the Spirit, the whole different arrangement. In the Old Covenant, we're triggered from the outside. You need a song, you need a sermon to move me. In the New Covenant, I'm triggered from the inside. You understand what I'm saying? You see, the Old Covenant is triggered from the outside. I need to do something to activate me, and there's nothing wrong with that. When you and I, we need a circumstance to provoke us. I need trouble to come my way to make me to pray. I need a calamity to come. If a storm is coming, the church will be filled and we'll be praying. Triggered from the outside. In the New Covenant, you triggered from the inside. A picture of that is Paul and Silas. Remember Paul and Silas was in prison? In those days, there was no HBO in prison. There was no cable TV in prison. There were no fancy meals. There were no visitation rights. It was dark, it was dismal, it was a dungeon. But in that place, listen, that place, Paul and Silas begin to pray. They begin to sing. The very I'm laying a foundation. It will get more interesting as I go. They begin to stir up the gift of God inside of them. There was nobody preaching to them. In other words, they began to sing to themselves, worship in themselves. And as they began to do that, the Bible says there was an earthquake. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you believe that what's inside you can cause things to shake? I believe so. Maybe what's inside could cause the heavens to shake. Now that's the new covenant. Are you following me here? What's inside you could cause even the prison doors to open, because as they began to sing, there was an earthquake and the prison doors opened. Then you gotta ask yourself, what's inside? Is it earth shaking inside it? Is it prison door opening inside it? Well, I'm still waiting for a Santa Claus Jesus to come and do it for me. 1, 2, 3. You see, let me tell you something. You will never know the power of God until you know it inside. Listen, God has got to be strong inside of us. Let me talk to your heart right now. This is an internal thing. This is an internal thing. It's got to be real inside your heart. Amen. Amen. I know some of us looking inside of us and we see trouble inside of us. We see confusion inside of us. But listen to me. God is inside of you. And if you magnify Him, if you praise Him, you will raise Him. Whatever you pay attention to will become real and more real in your life. Get your awareness on Him. Amen. It is not what is, who is coming to help me. Your help has already come. He is inside of you. Christ in you, the hope of glory. Stand there. If you are able to see and discern what's inside of you, you will take your eyes off the negative things outside of you. Understand what I'm saying there? The need is to be moved from being the need to be controlled, where we empower people to become living stones. You see, if you want to see the covenant, in the Old Testament, if you want to see the covenant, you have to look at these tablets of stone. In the New Covenant, if you want to see the covenant, you have to look at the people. Are you following me here? Come on, sir. Come back, brother. Come. Yeah. Today, if somebody asks you, what is God like? Here he is. This is the new covenant. How is God going to behave? This is what it is. If you see me, you see the Father. Remember Jesus said that? In the new covenant, the Word became flesh. And the Word is still becoming flesh. Are you understanding? God desires to flesh Himself in you and to flesh out Himself in you. So somebody says, what is God like? Well, don't look at the sky. You see, we talk about the Lamb's Book of Life. The Lamb's Book of Life is not some scroll up there in heaven. When I get there, God will open this big scroll and He will check for your name and He will Google your name. You Google it. The Lord, A-N-D-Y. What's it? Cully. There's a long list of Cully balls, and you have to stand up there for about 6 hours and we check. God does not cause problems. The Lamb's Book of Life is not some big scroll in heaven. The Lamb's Book of Life is in people. God has no role up there in heaven. See, those concepts are wrong. Those concepts are wrong. You are the Lamb's Book of Life. We are. And in your book, I am written. And in my book, you are written. Come on, I can discern you. Come on now. Yay! The Lamb's Book of Life has become a people. And this covenant is signed with blood. It is signed with the blood of Christ. Amen. And God has signed it with the blood of His Son. You know what? The word signature comes from the word nature. When you sign your signature, you sign your nature. And God has put His nature inside of us. He's put His signature inside of us. His signature is on the document. We are the document. We are the covenant. And He signed His covenant. And He signed it with His own name. And because of that, God Himself is bound to the covenant. Let me tell you something about signatures. We went to the bank and signed the document to pay X amount every month. Have you done that? Alright? You've done that. Alright. What happens every month? We'll let you go this month. No. your signature is on the document. Amen. We did a wedding just recently. Amen. And the Anthea, we did a wedding, and they signed the document. Actually, you think anybody can come back there and tell me? You think Andy will come back and tell me? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Forget it. Anthony will beat you. I will beat you because you signed the document willingly. You understand what I'm saying? When you sign the document, that's it. Hello, I want to tell you, God has made a covenant with us. He signed the document. And in the document he says, by the stripes of Jesus, you heal. He says, you're blessed in the city, you're blessed in the country, you're blessed going in, you're blessed coming out. My favor is upon your life. You're blessed going in, you're blessed coming out. The grace of God is upon you. You hold everything that I have. My nature is in you, my spirit is in you, my power is in you, and God himself is obligated to make it work for you because he signed the document. Come on, clap your hands up for the Lord. Something else. And God is committed to making his life work in you because he signed the document. You understand what I mean? Well, I don't think I will live in the Christian life. I don't think I'm capable of it. Yes, listen, the reason you're capable of it because God has signed the document. All of you feel to get away from God, go ahead and try. And you'll find out you ain't going far. No such thing. His signature is in you. His nature is in you. He has signed the document. And you are the document, my dear sister. He's letting you go so. Let me tell you something. Even the devil can't take you. Even your problems can't take you. All of them will lose. They're destined to lose because the Father's signature is on you. Hell is destined to lose. Poverty is destined to lose. Sickness is destined to lose. I don't care what you're doing. They're destined to lose because he signed the document. So come on, and I'm expecting you to want to groceries, right? You think I'm worried? No. Heaven's bank account is very large. He signed the document. Are you following me here? Tomorrow I'm expecting strength, health, happiness. I'm expecting favor. Are you following me here? You think I'm worried about it? No. He signed the document. Are you following? I'm expecting my children to do well. I'm expecting to succeed at school. I'm expecting divine favor upon them. You think I don't worry? Sick. I will live this out. No. He signed the document. And because he signed the document, so shall it be. What I have written, as Pilate says. Signed the document. It is signed and sealed with the blood of Christ, and all of eternity it will be seen. Nothing in heaven or earth can change it. You understand me? Clap your hands unto the Lord. I want that to stick with you. You see, you need to see the document. That's the power of the covenant. All right? He signed his covenant. The first covenant was cast in stone. The second is written in our hearts. Yeah. The first covenant relates to stuff outside of us. The first covenant, you have to measure the outer court and measure the inner court and measure this and measure that. You find out in Revelation 12. In the new covenant, you're living from the inside. You see, in the new covenant, we stop measuring people by earthly standards. We start measuring, the measuring tape that you use for people in the new covenant is different. The measuring tape is not how you dress, what you eat. Did you eat shellfish? Did you eat pork? Well, if you measure me by that, I'm a sinner already. I had pork this week. Did you eat this? Our measuring tape is Christ. Amen. All right, let me go. is stuff outside of us. Our faith is judged not by what we do, but by who we are. Now let me go to the story of Hagar and Sarah. I'm going to talk about some things today. One of the things I want to touch on, I want to touch on human relationships as well. And I want to, bear with me here. I want to talk about dysfunctional relationships and functional relationships. Right? Now, in the story, this is Paul writing Galatians. Then in order for the Jews, or in order for his readers to understand the difference in the covenant, he talks about Abraham, he talks about the two wives that Abraham had. And he says here, tell me, you desire to be under the law. Do you hear the law? Where it is written, Abraham had two sons, one by the bondwoman, one by the free woman. But he who was of the bondwoman was born according to the flesh, and he who was of the free woman was born through promise. Now, most of us know that Abraham had his wife was Sarai, she was known as Sarai, he was Sarah. And Sarai was barren. So when both of them went to Egypt as a token of recompense because of what Pharaoh had done, he gave them this handmaid called Hagar to serve as a servant for Sarai. Okay? And so, which things are symbolic for these are the two covenants. So one of the things you must understand in reading the Old Testament is the Old Testament is largely symbolic. This symbolism. Alright? For example, in the Old Testament we see God speaking to Moses, Joshua. He says, go over this Jordan, okay, and go up and march around Jericho and the walls are going to fall. Now that is not a doctrine for us to find a piece of water to go over. It does not mean that we define a city to walk around. They did that, it was an allegory to us. The Jordan we cross today is a transitional place in our spirit. Water symbolizes the word of God. The word of God symbolizes water. Are you following me? The Jericho represents a stronghold. It does not mean that you today have got to walk 7 times around Uber. You know, and on the 7th time you shout. Understand what I'm saying here? Those things